Hello, hope my voice is audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Tanvir.
Yes, Tanvir.
Good evening. Connect my system. What's audible? Hello.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
it's audible.
Okay, fine. So I have started the recording as well. So welcome to this session. So the last week we have discussed about the date functions, right? So I'm planning like to keep alternative date function and session on the interview preparation, resume building like that. It will be alternative sessions, okay? So I want this session to be more interactive in the sense like if you have any question, first of all, you please anyone like any generic question from interview preparation, resume building, you can please go ahead and please ask. Does anyone have any question? Please go on mute. Please go on mute.
Hello, sir. Sir, actually, I have a question regarding resume shortlisting and CV and the ATS score. Like I have checked multiple sites. Like the ATS is different. Like if we check on Naukri or resume awarded, and we prepare a resume as per format, like what you have sent to us, right? Even means like I have drafted my CV in that accordance also, but like ATS is not being picking up, and I just don't know like how to approach the multiple jobs. Like my success rate for application after the appliance, though my all my needs are there, JD is all done. Like I have the right keywords also, but success rate is quite low after through the application procedure through Workday or any other site. Referrals might
Okay.
work, but yeah, but for like for applying, then it's a very difficult task. And then referral is again one in thousand case. Like everyone doesn't entertain.
Right. Totally agree. First of all, may I request some coverage to go on mute? Okay, thank you. And others, those who are not speaking, please be on mute. Okay, so very valid question. Earlier, like what used to happen, like earlier, 7, 8 years back, okay, or almost 10 years back. So there was no concept of ATS, and the resumes were not scanned by the board. Okay, just wanted to confirm again. Hope my voice is audible to everyone.
Yeah, sir.
Yes,
Yeah, sir.
Tanvir.
It's clear.
Okay, so let me know if you find that there is any disturbance in the voice. Okay, so listen very carefully. Because I'm telling based on my experience of being a part of recruitment team, okay, for product-based company and for service-based company as well, like Infosys and many other companies, okay. You folks see the thing from different perception. but the things which happens in the real world, it is a little bit different. Okay. When you're getting hired, okay, or when you're getting called from a recruiter, so many other parameters are there. Sometimes you might have noticed that someone who is not technically strong, okay, he is weak, but even then he got a very good job with a very decent package,
যাবো না যাবো খাবো চলে আসবো
right? That
আইসে
happens.
হোটেল নাকি
Demon, can you go on mute, please? I'm not the host, so I cannot mute. Okay. So a lot of parameters are there. Okay. Now I will not go into all those details now. One by one, when you will ask question, I will come to that. But the thing is like, Dhiman, can you go on mute, please? I don't have access even. I cannot remove. Okay. Everyone, please go on mute. If you're listening, me, Chitranjan, Mansurat, please go on mute. The entire class is getting disturbed. Okay. So, so you have to understand this, that's how this process works, okay? So the first step is resume, okay? And before resume, again, there is one more step. That is the market, okay? It totally depends how bullish the market is. The hiring is happening or not, or the hiring has freezed. Actually, hiring never freezes, okay? Because can you imagine the world to run without software? Do you think is that possible this days? No. Even your coffee vending machine works on the software, right? So hiring never freezes. Means the pace can increase or decrease. Okay. So if your resume is not getting short, and I'm telling this for everyone. Okay. So don't only think that okay, there is some issue with the resume, or don't press question on your calibers or your on your skill sets. Many parameters are there. Okay. So nowadays, what is happening? The market is a little bit down. So that is why also this is happening. Okay. But what is in your hand, what you can do, you have to do that. Okay. So in that, the first thing is
That's the case, then
resume preparation.
it should not work, no, Sushmita. New business, at least it should not work now.
Again, I'm getting background noise. Navneet Pathak, Swati Verma, can you go on mute? I'm not the host today, so I'm really facing. It's really tough for me to manage.
No, only parents only.
Okay, just give me 1 minute. I will assign myself first. Give me 2 minutes time. Okay. I will go on mute. Give me 2 minutes time. I will assign myself host.
Yes, with accelerator that we should. Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, hope my voice is audible now.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Sorry for the inconvenience. I have muted everyone. Fine. So see, so the thing which is in your hand, you can do that only, right? Correct? No. So don't get frustrated. It happens sometimes, okay? Because even I have been a part of this phase. Okay, it's nothing. So, but don't get frustrated. The thing which is in our hand, that we can do. So what we can do is, first of all, we have to prepare the resume. Okay. Now try to understand that how that boats, the automated system, they scan the resume. Okay. In any project, what happened? Like suppose in my project, if I have a requirement for data analyst or data engineer, okay. So what will happen? We will give this requirement to the talent acquisition team, okay. And we will give this requirement. Then they will ask for the job description. We will mention in the job description that what are the skill sets we want. We'll mention all those things. So whenever you are getting a call or if you see any job openings, You will see job description will be there. I think you all are aware of the job, about the job description, correct?
Yes,
You
sir.
will, be having all the roles and responsibilities and the skill sets, right? And that is known as JD or job description. So we will share, like suppose in my project, if I'm a project manager, if I'm a lead in my project, there is a requirement for data analyst. So I will share that requirement with the talent acquisition team. Okay, that in my project, there's a requirement for data analyst and these are the job description. So then the talent acquisition team, they will publish that on Naukri or LinkedIn or to the third party vendors or to the subcontract. Okay, this is what happened. Okay. Now they will get a lot of resume, maybe 40, 50, 100, 200, like that resume they will get. Okay. Now in that they cannot scan all the resumes and they will send that to us. Suppose if I'm getting 50 resume, so you can imagine how much time it will take for me to scan each and every resume, right? It takes a lot of time and effort. So for that purpose, now the teams or the companies, what they have done, they have an automated system. So they will scan your resume through that system. Okay. And that system will check the keywords which is present in the job description. Those keywords are present in your resume or not. Are you getting this point? So don't think that the data analyst resume what you have prepared, okay, it will work everywhere. The one which I have shared, that is a sample one, okay. But again, like suppose if you're applying for a data analyst role in Amazon, okay. So check the job description, what they have mentioned in the job description, okay. Maybe in some job description, they will mention SQL, Power BI, Excel, and Python. Maybe in another job description, they don't want Power BI, they want Tableau. And in your resume, you have mentioned Power BI, but they are looking for Tableau. So tell me what will happen? Of course, that automated system will reject your resume, right? So what I mean here is, check the job description of the particular company in which you're applying. Okay, that is also important. In that job description, if they have mentioned Tableau, and if in your job description, if it is Power BI, then change it. Now you will ask questions that Tanvir, I don't know Tableau, I have worked on Power BI. Not an issue, mention Tableau there. Okay. At least your resume will be shortlisted, no? Then when you're appearing for interview and the interview is asking question, you tell them that, okay, I have good expertise on Power BI, but if I'm getting opportunity, I can quickly learn Tableau. Because you know that any business intelligence tool, if you know that the underlying architecture is same only, the framework is same only, little bit dashboard changes are there. There's not much difference. If you have worked on Oracle, don't you think that you can work on Microsoft SQL Server or Nitiza or Teradata on Postgres, right? You can work there. So that is the first thing is working on the resume. Sometimes in the resume everything is fine, but your notice period is 3 months. So again, that can impact. Okay. Now again, your notice period is like you can join immediately. But suppose the market is not that much bullish. The hiring is not happening very frequently. Okay, the market is a little bit slow. So in that case, you cannot do anything. What you can do is on a daily basis, keep on updating your resume. You have posted on Naukri or LinkedIn, keep on updating it. So when you will update it, what will happen? Your resume will come on top. And the recruiters will look at that okay, the resume is on top. So you will get preference there. So that is what you can do. Okay. Hope I answered your question. I think Rohit has asked, no?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, so this is what happens, Rohit. So what is in our hand? We can do that only, right? So many other factors are there. If you if you remember, like last year, 2022, at that time the hiring was going on like anything, and most of the candidates were having 4 or 5 offer letters in their pocket, right? So many parameters are there. It is also important these days that you should have your community. Okay, be active on LinkedIn, show your presence. Okay, keep on updating your resume. If it is a Naukri or LinkedIn or wherever it is. One thing is very important. These days, what is happening, even in my company, like if there is a requirement. So first of all, we will check within our team. We will ask our team members that do you know anyone who has good expertise on data analytics? Because you know that this hiring process, it takes a lot of effort and the company has to spend good amount of money as to hire, just to hire one resource. On an average, they spend 1.5 to 2 lakhs just on hiring. But it takes a lot of effort and money. So that's a lot of parameters are there. But my suggestion is to everyone, okay, don't get frustrated at any point of time. What is in your hand, you can do that only, right? But keep on enriching your skills. Sometime like if you will attend an interview and maybe rejection is a part of life, right? APJ Abdul Kalam was also rejected, right? It's a part of life. Sachin Tendulkar also sometime he was bored at zero run only. So that's a part of life, right? If you're getting rejected, you should learn from it. That what was the reason where you have failed. One other important thing I want to highlight here, very important thing, very important. Communication, presentation, it matters a lot. You folks, you think that only technical skills matters. No, when we take interview, we get a report. On that report, we have certain parameters, and when I'm taking your interview, I have to mention in all those parameters the points what I will give you. And in those parameters, technical skills will be there, then soft skills will be there, communication will be there, presentation will be there. Okay, so all these things matters a lot. So judge yourself that how is strong and you are in communication. Communication, I'm not telling become William Shakespeare. No, I'm not telling that. Communication means English should be simple only, but if the interviewer is asking you something, you should be able to explain in a decent manner, okay, so that you can understand it. That's also very important. To judge yourself, telling this to everyone, if you think that the communication skill is not up to the mark, you have to work on it. Okay, and for that, what you can do is, like in corporate trainings on the communication skill, what we do, daily practice it. Take any topic on your own and okay, and explain that to yourself. Okay? You can take any topic like about MH370 or Corona, Bermuda Triangle, Independence Day, or any topic, and explain that. Okay. Or if you have a group, do the group discussion, G. Okay, because this is very important, and especially nowadays, what happens like each and every client they want to interact with the software engineers. Earlier days, you know what happened? The clients will interact with the leads, team leads and the project manager. I will tell you one example. Just couple of days back, I was attending one proposal call with a client. Okay, so proposal call means when the client will give you project, no, they will ask a lot of questions. So the client asked a question to our CEO. Okay, that why in your team you have a project manager? You understood the question what he asked? He asked the question that why in your team you are having a project manager. Can any one of you answer this question? Why in a project we should have a project manager? Just give it a try. Anyone?
Sir, for time management, like there must be a certain deadline in which that project or scope,
Okay.
like project manager, what its main idea is to get the things sorted in like in certain sense. Yeah.
Okay. Any other
It is
thought,
also
anyone?
it is also
Share
easier to
the
connect with
customer.
one person rather than a group, and that it will be easier for that person to convey to the team because they're having the same mindset, and he will know it better how to convey it to them, to his team members.
Okay. Okay. Perfect.
He,
Any other?
he could provide a proper chain of communication. For example, if
Mhm.
10 people are trying to communicate with the client, it would become difficult. But like a person could
Okay.
communicate the generic
Mhm.
idea of those 10 people to the client easily and vice versa.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. Fine. Almost this all answers are perfect, and this is what we answered in that meeting. Okay. I'm not sure how many of you have attended that request proposal or the client meeting with that client. Okay. So we answered all these things, and this is the reason that we need all these things. Okay. So then our clients, you know what they told? They told like it means you don't trust your engineers. You don't have trust in the sense you don't have trust in their capabilities. Means if you have assigned a task to be completed in 2 days, it means your project manager is putting a track on him. It means you guys don't have a trust on your software engineers that he can complete the task in 2 days. All right. We have answered this about the timelines and the managing and all those things. They told we need those set of software engineers to whom we can interact directly, and he should interact with us. And if there is any risk in the project, he should be able to communicate with us. And if there is any chance of missing the timeline, then he should be able to communicate with us. So see his expectation, right? So he's expecting our software engineers to that extent that we should work independently. And those clients want to interact directly with the software engineers. They don't want any agent in between who is a project manager. Okay, means even we were surprised to hear this, right? Hope you all understood it, right? So that's why nowadays the clients, they want the the software engineers, like they want to interact with them directly, because they know they are the one, they are the ground force who are actually working on the project, on the data, and they can suggest them that what values they can provide, what all other solutions they can give. Okay, so that's why working on the communication is very, very, very important. Okay, so hope I answered. Any other question, anyone? Any other question? Do you have anyone? From recruitment process perspective or the interview, how to answer question, any other thing? Am I audible?
Yes.
and
Since
Yes,
I
sir.
have not appeared for any interviews till date,
Mhm.
so
Mhm.
say for example, if I cannot answer a question, what should I reply to the interviewer?
Oh, good question. See, sometimes intentionally we ask a tough question. Okay. Sometimes intentionally we know that the candidate will not be knowing answer for this. Okay. We will intentionally ask a tough question. And the reason is we want to check your reaction. We want to check your behavior in that case. Why we are doing this? Suppose you're working in a project, okay, and you got a requirement from the clients which you have never worked on that, okay. So maybe in that case, what you will do, the ideal solution is you, if you have never worked on that problem statement earlier, so we are expecting you that you will try your level best. I know, like directly if I'm asked this question, everyone will tell that Tanvir, I will try my level best, I will try to find a solution and all those things, right? But when I'm giving a tough question, and I'm sure you don't know the answer, so I'm checking that to what extent you're applying your thoughts, how you're using your previous experiences and the skills what you have, right? Or directly you are telling that sorry, I have not worked on this, I don't know, right? So when you're getting a tough question in the interview and you don't know the answer, then directly don't tell that sorry, I don't know it. No. For that, first of all, honestly think, do you have any solution for it? Okay. And if you're getting some solution, explain that okay, this problem statement can be solved using this solution, but that should be an idea, that should be an honest effort. Don't bluff. Please don't bluff your interviewer, because they're taking interviews daily. If you try to make a story, they will understand that you are trying to fool him, and that's all, the game is over. Be honest with the interviewer, okay? Don't bluff it. If the interviewer has asked a question and you don't have any clue that what to do, you have never worked on that, then act for at least 30-40 seconds or 1 minute. Just act in this way that it should project that you are thinking on that solution, and then tell that sorry, I'm not getting any solution for this, can you give me some hint? Okay, means you don't have to give up. You have to show that okay, you will try your level best in that. Hope it is clear, Naima.
Yes.
Okay.
And
And
will it be rude if I ask them for the answer?
no, that will not be rude. And that is expected. That is expected. Currently, like I will tell you what happened. One of my candidate, one of my students, she was in here, I think Canada or UK. So interviewer asked a question, okay, and the requirement was not clear. So interviewer at the end, interviewer told her that if the requirement was not clear to you, why you have not asked question to me? Are you understanding what I'm telling?
Yes.
So the clients, they are expecting you to ask question if it is not clear to you. If you're not to speak up, and the same thing I'm telling in all the batches, that please make the session interactive. If something is not clear, ask question, challenge the solution. The clients, especially US, Canada clients, they like it if you're challenging the solution. So they will think that, oh, this guy is trying to break the system. If you're trying to break the system, it will become more strong, which means you're trying to find a loophole, right? Correct? So that is why if it is not clear, you have full freedom. Ask them that, sorry, this question was not clear to me. Can you please repeat it? They'll be happy that, oh, if in the project, if something is not clear to her, so she will ask. That is appreciated. You can ask her. Okay.
Okay.
One more thing I want to add here. Sometime intentionally we ask a very silly question. Okay. From that question, we want to check your communication, your presentation, because we know that this question is very simple and you know the answer. So, but then we are testing you that how you will present this, how you will communicate this, because at the end of the day, if you're working as a data analyst or business analyst, okay, so you have to give demo, okay, of your findings to the clients, to the stakeholders, right? So we are testing that how you will present something to the client. Okay, many times it happens. We have a very technically sound engineer, right? But he fails to explain. That is very dangerous, and we get a very bad reputation. Once it has happened, our client told that, okay, your data analysts are explaining this time we want to data engineers to explain the solution. And data engineer was technically sound, but he likes to work in silos. Okay, he was not able to explain the solution perfectly. So the client has started thinking that if he doesn't know this, then how he has created this pipeline, right? So apart from technical skills, the soft skills, the presentation skills, your body language, all those things matters a lot. Okay, Naima, hope I have answered your question.
Yes. Thank you.
Any
Hi,
other?
Tanveer. Hi, Tanveer. Hello.
Yeah, hi, Ritik.
Yeah, so I have 2 or 3 questions. The first question is, so for the like an year, like we are entering into October month, right? So it's about like hiring goes good in the October month and then it freezes because the company has a budget in the next year. How does the scenario goes on that part?
Can you repeat question again?
So basically, the most of the hiring happens in the month of January when the new year starts, right?
Okay. No, you complete your sentence. Yeah.
Am I right to you?
Hello. You
Am I
complete your
audible?
sentence. Yeah, you are audible. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So I was saying like most of the hiring start with the new year, right? After the Christmas, because after the Christmas nobody's there in the hiring process. So in January the hiring process starts.
It depends. It depends. But you complete your sentence.
Yeah. So basically, I was saying that as we are entering this particular market scenario, we are entering into the October segment. So do you think that the openings will be there, or most likely it will be the same as we are seeing? You can say not that much hiring is going on, or you can say very specific sort of hiring is going on.
See, hiring and firing is a cyclic process. Okay. First of all, this is for everyone. Please make it clear. In IT industry, recession is a cyclic process. During my tenure of over 13 years of experience, I have seen approximately 3 recession cycles. Okay, the first recession cycle I was in the college only, but the 2 recession cycles I have been a part of that. Okay. So recession is a cyclic process. You have to accept it, okay, and you have to be a part of it. So you cannot claim. So you can't do anything. So recession, you cannot do anything for that. First of all,
Sir, your voice is not audible.
sorry,
Tanvi, your voice is not audible.
okay. Just a minute. Just a minute. Give me one. Hello.
Yes, sir, it's good now.
Okay, I'm audible, all right? So what I'm telling is,
Yeah.
this registration is a cyclic process. So please make it clear to everyone. Don't get afraid of registration. Okay, this is a cyclic process. Okay. Now, hiring, it depends on a lot of parameters, a lot of factors are there. Okay. Political stability is there. And then whether is there any war going on, or how is the political stability in the major economy of the world, like the US, UK, or the other countries. A lot of parameters are there. Right now, you might have heard about Infosys signing a deal of $1.5 billion. You might have heard about that, right? So there is no fixed timelines or the duration of the year where the hiring happens. I agree that during December, uh, the IT industry is a little bit slow because you have the Christmas and the New Year, right? But again, I cannot comment on it that when the hiring will happen in which duration, like January, February, or when. Okay, but the market leaders they are projecting that in another 3 to 4 months. So again, the hiring will happen like anything. Okay, because this is the trend. It happens every year like this only. The firing will be there, and then again the hiring will happen. So this is the trend. It happens every year. Hope I answered the question. So this is a cyclic process, but again, the same thing I will tell you. Be consistent. Keep on enriching your skill sets. Okay, this is what I will suggest everyone. Hope I answered the question.
Yes, Sanveer, I was just asking the same, like when we can see the market at least working in a way that we get calls basically. Because earlier when I used to apply Naukri, I used to get at least 7 to 8 calls. Now
Mhm.
it's been a month. I've just seen one call. So I was thinking,
Uh,
okay, they might. That's why I asked this particular question.
See, approx 3 months. Okay, 3 months again, the hiring will start like anything, because the one reason is the artificial intelligence is there, and because of that, many other retail projects will pop up. The second thing is the UK, the political, they're politically a little bit stable now. Okay, so that also impacts, because many times what happens, the companies they have project, but because of some political instability, they will not roll it out. Okay, so that's why once the system is politically stable, there's a lot of parameters are there. Like in Russia.
Sir, your voice is gone.
Sanveer, I'm not able to hear you. Is it just for me?
No,
he
he is
No,
on
no,
mute.
not audible.
Mostly it will be in data analyst, data engineering
Sanveer,
job
your
profile.
voice, we were not able to hear you in between. We were not able
Again,
to
it's
hear.
breaking. Is it
Uh,
breaking for everyone? Hello?
Yes.
Now we can hear
Yes,
you,
Sam.
but
Now we
earlier
can
you
hear
were
you.
not able to. Yeah, now we can
Okay.
hear you.
So,
In
okay.
between that time, we were not able.
Okay, sorry. Actually, I'm traveling this day, so maybe that's why. So that is what. So again, the hiring will start. So means in another 3 months, I think it will start. So get ready for that. To start working on your skill sets. Okay, and the most means data analysts and data engineers. This will be in huge demand. Okay, the reason is actually there is a scarcity of good resources who have good expertise in this data related job profiles. Because that this data related job profiles is new in this IT industry. Okay, earlier there was no concept of data engineer, data analyst. Before 2018, there was no such job profile. There in the IT industry, we have the job profiles of business analysts, software engineers, senior software engineers, testers, support specialists. Okay, but the trend is changing. So you have to adopt it accordingly. Okay, hope I answered.
Yes, Tanvi. Just last one question.
Mhm.
Any particular website do you prefer, like for matching? Like we have a resume, right? And there is a job
Mhm.
description. We add the word cloud from the particular job description to our resume in a way that it gets synced to it. But any particular website, because there are multiple websites, sometimes it gives you 100 scores, someone gives you 40 scores. So we are not able to
Uh,
identify which exactly is the one.
See, I will tell it's very difficult to find because most of the things are manipulated these days. Okay, so don't trust any platform blindly. I came across few of them, but I did some research on them and I found that yes, those are manipulated. So don't trust on them. The few sample resumes which I have shared. So when you get a job description, according to the job description, do some modification in that sample resumes. Okay, of data analysts, data engineers, whatever I've shared, and then apply. Okay, the one which I have shared, that is again the sample one. Okay, I'm not telling that whenever you're getting data analyst job profile for any company, you use that. You have to again do some modifications in the skills. Okay, but 90% contents you can see this. Okay.
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 And
So fine then. Yeah. Tell me.
sorry. So, and one last question. Sorry for keeping it long. So, is like in the resume the quantifiable amount? For example, you if we mention that the project resource optimization was being reduced from till 20%. So, will that quantifiable amount help in the resume part?
It's good, you can mention it, but you should have a strong justification for that. Okay, because sometimes if the resume we will see that something is over ambitious, okay, and we start adopting it, then the interviewer will get a different perception of you. Okay, so they will think that okay, you are making them fool. So if you're giving some numbers, you should have a strong justification for that. Okay, many times you will mention that I've done some automation and we have saved some dollars. So then you should be able to explain, justify that how you have saved some dollars of client with that automation, what you have done. And then they will ask you that automation, what you have done, that was on which framework. Okay, so all those things, so you should be ready with that if you're showing some numbers. Okay. So fine then, I have another meeting. I will stop now. And the next session will be again on date functions. We'll continue it. And then again, we will take some other topic. Okay. Fine then, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Take care. Bye.
You too.
Thanks, Anil. Bye.
Thank you.